Hello, everybody. Today, I'm gonna be doing some sketching in my notebook. I'm not a very good drawer, so obviously, you're not gonna see it anyways, because, I don't have any video recording capabilities yet. I don't have a webcam or anything, so you'll just be hearing, I thought, the sounds of the pencil on paper might be nice. I'm not very good at this, so you won't be hearing anything positive, but, you'll be hearing a lot of that, as well as a lot of, drawing noises. I hope it picks it up. I hope that it gets picked up by the microphone. I already tried this once and the microphone wasn't recording, which is my fault, because obviously, I'm still getting used to this. But let's get started. I've been trying to just draw a cat, a simple cat, and I usually can do the ears, because 2 triangles are pretty easy to do. But once you get past that, kinda rough. Drawing a head is not very easy. You can't tell, but I've already messed it up. I've drawn 2 lines, and I've already messed it up. Most of these are just the same thing. A circle and 2 triangles. They're not very detailed, as you can guess. Because, as I previously stated, I'm not very good at this. That's an underestimate too. I'm pretty ass. I might make the thumbnail one of these little sketches though, because they are funny. I've never been able to draw too well, but I used to sketch a lot when I was in school, notebook sketches, and I find I'm at my best when I do random lines. Just because I don't draw straight, I like to kind of go back and forth with the pen to create a line. I am using a pen, by the way, because I don't have too high expectations. So if I mess up, oh well. One of these is looking pretty nice. From my patented version, of just scribbling random lines until something happens. It's not the best, but I was never expecting the best. I was expecting the worst, actually. Because I am not good at this. No, the best drawing I ever did was of a wizard chilling in his little abode, I didn't mean to draw it. It just, random shapes worked out quite well for me that day. And, it's always when I make something out of the random shapes and I try to do something with it that it ends up looking garbage. Garbanzo beans. Pretty trash, Right now I'm drawing a little mosaic kitty. The top of it is just, an M with some lines going down on it and a face. And then the bottom is just random doodling, random lines lines going who knows where. I like it, though. It is fun to draw this way, even if I get nothing out of it. You know, why not have fun, even if nothing comes of it? Not everything has to be a means to an end, you know? Not everything has to be for something. Sometimes you can just do things because you want to do things, and this whole YouTube channel is me doing that. I am not very good at this, but I wanted to do it, and that was enough for me. Enough for me, enough for me. It's like that with a lot of things in my life. I am not particularly good, but I do it anyways. I should probably move on to something else, because that's just... I like that. I like that drawing, but it essentially has nowhere else to go. Now, I have limited paper, because my journal, it is a writing journal, not a drawing journal. So it only has about 2 odd pages that are not filled in with lines for me to draw on. It's 4 at the beginning and 4 at the end, but I already used the front 4 for D&D. It never went anywhere, unfortunately, because I spent a lot of time drawing a map for D&D. But a lack of IRL friends will do that, you know. When you gotta play with your family who doesn't take it seriously. It tends to go nowhere by the second session. Back to drawing, though. This isn't a D&D related video, this is a drawing one. I will probably make the mosaic kitty my thumbnail, because I really like the look of that one. The rest of them look like horror scribbles from a horror game. Stuff you'd see when Slender Man is asking you to collect his 8 pages. Collect my pages, he says. I will not collect your pages, Slenderman. I have seen people play the game, it never turns out well. Not sure why, but I've drawn another M again. I tend to go towards the M shapes. Now, I tried drawing on MS Paint. It's not MS Paint anymore, it's just Paint. Because I don't know why, I am not too attuned to all of that. Drawing with a mouse did not go well. Especially because I don't have a normal mouse. I have one with a little ball on the side that you use to control the cursor. So it's not very good. I mostly just have to use the line tool to draw things. But that was also quite fun. So who knows, I might do some more of that. I will be honest now, I wasn't exactly drawing anything there. I was just making random scribbles. I wanted to hear how it sounded compared to the normal drawing I'm doing, much further down the page away from the microphone. Most of my drawings are further down the page. So it may not get picked up as well by the microphone. I am attempting to be a little silent while I draw too, so that mayhaps even you may hear it better. Now, if you watched my first video, which at this point of me recording I highly doubt you have, considering it has 5 views, but, this is more of a, jokey video which I will tend to do probably more often because I find it easier to record these when I don't take myself so seriously. I've never been too good at getting into a character, which is probably why I've never been that good at playing D&D even when I do. Don't get me wrong, I still love the game, but I'm more there for the combat than the roleplay. I like rolling dice a lot and pretending I'm fighting people. It's a very random thought, but mayhaps I will even, I don't like the word mayhaps, but I think it sounds nice, mayhaps. I will even play Magic, because I really enjoy Magic the Gathering. It is my favorite card game to play. I have about 4 or 5 decks, I don't remember at this point, of Commander Magic. And maybe when I get a webcam I might do something with that. I might go through and explain. I have a white deck in all white, a mono white deck in Commander, and it is the best thing I have ever created. It is a human soldier deck, and it is very good. It is very, very good. I usually win when I use it, so I don't tend to use it that much, though. It is a tad unfair. I also have a blue and green deck, which if you have ever played Magic, you know blue and green is a mean combo to play. It's a very control-heavy deck, and it is a ramp deck as well, a control and a ramp deck. So you have a lot of big creatures, and you have a lot of counter spells. It is a rule in my house that when you play, you either play the white versus the green and blue, or you play the white and blue versus the black decks, because if you intermingle the decks, one person has an unfair advantage. And no one likes that. No one likes the unfair advantage. Except for me, of course. I will play no matter what. I just tend to play the white deck because it is my baby, it is my favorite, it is my all-time favorite. I love it. I actually got the commander for the all-white deck when I was at a Magic tournament. Which I had placed second place in my table at. And, some guy just gave it to me. He had opened a deck, and he had all the cards there, and I was just right behind him coincidentally, so he turned around and said, "Hey, do you want these? I already have all of them." And me, just new to Magic, was like, "Yeah, of course I will take them. I like getting free things, So I took them, and then it created my best deck, so thank you, that guy. The funny story about that guy, he was in the same table as my dad and my dad's friend, and my dad whooped that guy. Absolutely whooped him. apologies if you're not into magic, but I tend to go off kilter with my side subjects. I go off kilter. And I get distracted easily about things I enjoy talking about. And I enjoy talking about magic, which is why I think it will make such a lovely video when I get a webcam. I will say I'm not sure if I want this to be more of a ramble video or more of a silent background noise video with not me talking. As you can tell, I've been doing a little bit of both because I'm not quite sure. And it's hard for me to concentrate on both. I am not a good multitasker. I tend to draw or talk, not both at the same time, so this video is a little, it's a little big of a task for me to try and overcome, but I am trying it anyways. I'm doing a lot of drawings here. One of them looks like the WWE logo, kind of. It reminds me of that. If you looked at it, you would probably not get WWE, but it looks like it to me. And I also coincidentally love the WWE. Of course, growing up in the early 2010s, it was everywhere. I had like tens of action figures, probably like 30 of them, of action figures of wrestlers, and I had the little fake wrestling ring that they all played in, but they all got stolen one by one because people were jealous of my wrestling action figures. They were jealous. I loved them. But the one no one ever stole was my favorite one because I never let it go. It was John Cena. John Cena. So growing up as a kid back then, 2010, John Cena had to be your favorite wrestler. It just had to be. Of course, him and Rey Mysterio were 1 and 2. It was hard to pick a lot. Hard to pick, but John Cena will forever hold a place in my heart. He will forever hold a place in my heart. And him going into acting is hilarious. He is good. He is not The Rock. The Rock was funny at first with the football movie he was in that I don't quite remember the name of, and then when he was the Tooth Fairy, I quite enjoyed both of those movies when I was little. But he is just not that funny anymore, especially when I found out about his clause in the contract that does not let him lose. That kind of sucks. But John Cena, he is very good. He is a very good actor, which I am not surprised because as much as I love the WWE, a lot of the promos require memorization of at least key points, and they require you to ham up the act. So I am not surprised he translated so well into acting. But my favorite John Cena show or / movie has to be Peacemaker, which is, if you've seen it, is probably not a surprise because it is very, very good. Of course, it is a 18+ show, a lot of gore and all that, so, a lot of shooting people in the face. Go be honest, who watches, M-rated movie or shows after, who waits till they're 18 to watch them. I was watching R-rated horror movies back when I was like 12, which I should not have, because horror movies are the worst. They have a lot of unnecessary sex scenes, and they have a lot of gore that is not good for a young mind. But I did it, and I turned out fine, I guess. So I can't say it was bad, but I wouldn't do it again, probably, or I certainly wouldn't let my kid watch it if I had one. Which I do not, because, well, obviously I don't, but, it's a definite no-no. Peacemaker, though, that's a toss-up. If the kid's funny enough, I might let him watch it. That's a joke, by the way. Obviously. Alright. I could go ramble on forever about just infinite topics, but this is not a ramble video. And, I've kind of run out of things to draw. I just seem to be drawing a whole bunch of triangles randomly and haphazardly, so I think this is where I will end it here. This is where I will end it. I will end it here. I will end it here. If you have enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe, but by all means, you do not have to. Simply if you've enjoyed. I talked a little bit about what I might like doing here, so obviously, I would like to do some magic videos. I would like to just talk. I like to do a lot of rambling, and every now and then I might do a roleplay ASMR, but I have to write scripts for those, and those are hard. I am a lot better when I am just free flow rambling like this, though it does involve a lot of talking over myself, scrambling over words to say. My brain is not the fastest, so sometimes I forget a word. With scrambling, that was not what I wanted to say, but it is what my mind conjured up when I had to replace the word I was thinking of. I sure hope you all liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.